Welcome back to the channel, and yes, it is that time of year again. It is Call of Duty new game. Let's figure out how to get the settings optimized time of the year. And today I'm just going to run through what I am actually using. It took me a while to get this button down, and so I thought it's worth sharing so that you guys don't have to go through the same pain that I did. Let's do it. So every year we roll around, we get a new Call of Duty, and yeah, we have to go through the whole process of setting up your character, getting the settings that are optimized for your own personal playstyle, figuring out the maps, figuring out the guns, all that good stuff. So what I've found with Call of Duty Vanguard is the changes to the settings that I'm about to make you will make a huge difference to your ability to stay alive in the game and be competitive. So like I said in the intro, I wanted to make sure that I shared these with you and shared them quickly, so that if you're thinking of either getting this game or you're playing this game at the moment and you're getting a little bit frustrated, maybe there's a few settings in there that I'm about to show you that might help you be a little bit better and more effective in your gameplay. And that's what the channel is all about. So without further ado, let's just get into it, and I'll walk you through each of the menus. Okay, let's go through this. So obviously we got the settings menu down there. It'll be different on whatever system you're using, but to get into them, but you know, once you get into them, they should all look fairly similar. So I play on 5 horizontal, 5 vertical. That's a setting that you work on quite a bit, but I'll generally increase it until I'm comfortable. So that's a starting point for me. ADS sensitivity multiplier I have at 0.9. I use tactical layout, always have for years. You can use default if you like, but I generally like to use tactical, and I'm used to playing with tactical, so that's a no-brainer for me. Aim response curve, I use dynamic. You might want to use standard or dynamic. I've been using dynamic for a while now, and it just helps me. Vibration is off, make sure that that's off. That can make a huge difference. ADS sensitivity, instant, leave it there. Everything else is pretty much standard here until you get to the dead zone. Now, your trigger left and right minimum dead zones, I have it 0. I've turned way down to 0. The left and right stick minimum input is going to depend very much on your controller. So I did do a video last year on how to set that, but I know mine is 4 and 4. I might need to tweak this, but then I've reduced my kind of left stick maximum input to 96 and right to 96, and I'm still playing with that. As far as gameplay goes, there's not a lot that I've changed in here. Everything's pretty defaulty, except for auto sprint. So I've got an automatic tactical sprint on there, and that I found that makes a difference. Oh, that's the same. So slide behavior I've got on top. I'm not sure if I like it or not. I'm playing around with that, but it just means that your slide behavior is instant. So that's the two that basically I have on controller. Gameplay options, graphics. Okay, I've got my field of view at 100. That works for me, and it did in the beta. Switch off motion blur, world motion blur, weapon motion blur, make sure that those are switched off. Camera movements at 50, 0.5%. Depth of field at the moment defaults to on, so make sure that you're switching that off at every time you come in. This fidelity FX I've got switched off. Now the big one is this on-demand texture streaming. I switched that off because I felt like it was dropping frames, and read through the description there and make a determination whether you want to have that on or off. I switched it off, and it's made a huge difference, because like I said, I was dropping frames, and you don't want to drop frames in this game. Hit marker sounds, I've gone to classic. Audio mix headphones, because I always play Call of Duty through headphones, that's the only reason. Now you can do a little test with your audio if you like, which is quite nice. You can up and increase, decrease that. I'll just leave pretty much alone. Leave all this stuff in interface pretty much alone, except always have server latency and packet loss switched on. And that's huge, and you'll see it up in the top of the left hand corner of the screen there. That makes a huge difference to if something doesn't feel right in the game. That's the first place I'll look. Mini map shape is square. Always have it on square. It'll give you'll be able to see more. And that's pretty much it, guys. That's all I have set for Call of Duty Vanguard. So there you go, that one may help you just optimize your settings a little and give you a good starting point. Of course, Call of Duty is one of those games where it's a very personal thing, how you have things set up and how you run them. So at least this gives you a starting point, and then you can tweak from there. But a lot of these settings I think are important to be looking at if you really want to get the maximum out of the game. If you've enjoyed this and it's been useful, please let me know down in the comments. A like rating is always appreciated, and if you want to stay up to date with everything that is Gaming for XP, please consider hitting the big red button and turning the bell notification on. Thanks for watching, guys, and we'll catch you next time on the channel. See ya!